someone who could do our work for us, right? Someone to prevent us from making mistakes. Someone to assist with our routine professionally and allow us to devote our time to communicating with our closest people. If only we could get results without wasting our time for nothing. Unfortunately, it's impossible in real life. But wait, Liteforex social trading. Spend your time doing what really matters to you.
Hi guys, it's a 10:15 a.m. CET, so we do have 15 minutes towards UK GDP. Now the main question here is what's already priced in. Before we start, risk warning as usual, guys, please bear in mind trading effects on margin, trading crypto on margin carries a high level of risk, may not be suitable for all investors. You can sustain a loss of some or all initial investments, so please do not invest the money that you cannot afford to lose. Seek education, gain experience before risking real money. However, past performance doesn't guarantee future results. Okay. One change is needed here before we start. Just give me a second, please. Almost ready. Okay, so as you can see below, our next meeting is gonna be related to Bank of Canada rate decision and Powell's speech. So it's today, 10th of July, and we start at 3:30 p.m. CET. In other words, right at the New York cash open. Anyway, right now we are going to watch pound. Especially Euro pound and cable. Let's start with Euro pound. We discussed this already this morning, where we are from the daily, but where we are from the weekly chart perspective. The very important thing, it was earlier today, ahead of the London Open, it was the French manufacturing production, and it was, well, huge beat, I would say. So we saw before the London Open, we saw the spike, pullback. Now market is trying to continue on euro dollar. So in that case, we have to remember that the best thing here is if we are going to get very weak UK GDP number. In that case, market may want to try to realize the scenario we discussed this morning, right? Market may want to look for liquidity towards or above 91. But from daily perspective, if there are gonna be no disappointing from the UK data, right, there is a possibility we are going to see some kind of the profit taking here. So watching carefully the development going on here, especially that there was intraday stop count already in place. Okay, so watching carefully what is going on here on the euro pound. as it might be very interesting to see the price action after the data, especially if there are not gonna be the downside disappointment. So well, where do we have some kind of the possible demand? What I can see here is intraday demand somewhere here and being tested earlier today. So in case of the move lower, below 89.70, 89.65, that's might change the view on the market here on euro pound. Let's check one more thing. Okay, so 89.70 and let's say 89.60, taking into the consideration intraday trend line here. Okay, so let's switch lower to 15-minute chart. Let's have a look what we have. There is one upper shadow. Market was trying immediately retest, now trying to retest. Well, that looks interesting. We took out on 5 minutes latest demand, so that's where on the 5-minute chart, that's where we are right now from supply perspective. What about 5-minute demand? It looks like it's a little bit lower. All right, we'll see. Now let's have a look what we have on cable, as cable is trying to make the nice setup. Cable is trying to make a nice setup. We'll see. On the 15-minute chart, right? But we know from the higher time frame perspective, we know where we are. We discussed it that it looks ugly now. But maybe, that's what I've been, after our meeting, what I've been watching, we might see another spike lower and respect maybe this trend line where the lower lows are connected, right? So that might be at some point the solution. Anyway, 3rd of January low, that's what market may look for here, right? And the first significant supply I can see around 25 and then 25.30, 25 psychological level, 25.30 broken swing low over here, 24.80 Friday low as well. Plenty of possible supply around here on cable. But bulls are fighting, as you can see. Bulls are fighting. 5 minutes left. So 15-minute chart, what we discussed yesterday, that's nice possible supply over here with connection to what we've seen and the breakdown here. So the supply is based at the previous, at the top of this big green zone. So we have a intraday supply on very small time frame in relation to where we are from the daily, and we are talking about the possible demand zone. So that's gonna be very interesting. What's going to happen, what may happen after the data announcement, right? Some kind of the range creation. If that's the case, if we can assume that that's the range, right? Taking into the consideration bodies without the shadows, right? So we have, in case of trying to double that range, we might hit that stops above this supply from yesterday, and we might try to try to approach this next supply towards 25. That's what I've mentioned. So above 24.80, I think we might see 25.5, 25.10. Key here is pre-non-farm payrolls levels over here. That's the key. But we were discussing this. That's the key everywhere, on euro dollar, here on dollar yen. But it's gonna be much more important this afternoon at 4 p.m. CET during the Powell speech. But we will get back into that during our afternoon meeting. Again, just a reminder right now, we start a little bit later today, and because most probably we are going to stay longer, especially that we have also official EEA oil release, and the oil is testing supply as well. So plenty of interesting events this afternoon with Bank of Canada rate decision as well. Anyway, let's get back to the pound. 3 minutes left. All right, trying to reverse a bit. Let's switch to the 5 and let's have a look latest weakness. That's what we discussed yesterday as well. And we were for a while above. Trying to see what might be the downside stop count eventually. I can't see. Another retest on the euro pound. Less than 2 minutes. Ugly number, and we are at 24. No disappointment, and probably we are going to test the supply above 25. One minute. Twenty-five seconds. Ten seconds. Don't forget about the delay on YouTube, so please check on your own. So market is trying a little bit higher. Trying to draw the upper shadow. All right, what we have? UK industrial production 1.4 versus 1.5 expectation month to month. Prior minus 0.7. Manufacturing 1.4 2 versus 2.1. Weak here. again, the question is what's priced in already? In terms of GDP. zero point 0.3 versus 0.1 expectations, prior 0.3. GDP month to month, change 0.3. 0.3 expectations, prior minus 0.4. Year to year, 1.5 versus 1.3 expectations, prior 1.3. Index of services, 0 versus 0.1 expectations and 0.2 prior. Industrial production, that's weak. The number, the GDP number, I wouldn't say it's a super downside surprise. No, I wouldn't say that. Of course, it's not. I wouldn't say it's any kind of the great number here. Don't forget, we were discussing this yesterday. It's quite an important meeting today, later during the day, in regards to the no Brexit deal and how it might affect Ireland. But I've been thinking we are going to see some kind of the volatility here after the data. So there was it was small profit taking over here. So we hit the top of the range, 24.75. No stop, even no stop count. That's not good. Just one more update in relation to euro. The Italian industrial production was also much better, same like French one, but the base was low. So this industrial production from the UK might be the shadow here. Well, let's watch for a while. Whoa. Looks like I just got the information that okay, Powell's speech. So testimony will start at 4 p.m. CET, 3 p.m. London, or 10 a.m. Eastern, but the text of that testimony will be released to 30 p.m. CET, or 1:30 p.m. London, or 8:30 a.m. Eastern. So we have to back to the original schedule most probably. So guys, the best thing is to subscribe to Liteforex Global YouTube channel. Click the bell and you are going to get the information, because I reschedule it. The original schedule was as usual, right? I may reschedule it again to, let's say, 2:15 p.m. CET, 1:15 p.m. London, or 8:15 a.m. Eastern. I will check that information. So the best way to get that information is to have a subscription to our channel. So pound is consolidating within the narrow range right now. So it's less than 10 pips after the data. Amazing. I do remember all good volatility days. It was almost impossible to think that during the UK GDP we are going to get something smaller than 50. Good old days. In the meantime, I prepared earlier today, I recorded earlier today Bitcoin and Ethereum crypto market review, and I just got the information. It's already available on Global Liteforex YouTube channel. So if you are watching crypto market as well, more than welcome to check my latest thoughts about Bitcoin and Ethereum. And actually we started to draw the basic scenario I can see right now. Anyway, yeah, we're discussing different things because nothing is going on the pound right now. So looks like, dear Mr. Powell, looks like all over to you. Okay, it might be Riley, it might be case of the base or swing high on the 15-minute chart. So yeah, let's wait 6 more minutes, we'll see. No, it might be. So let's draw the box here. That's the box. And let's switch lower. And if that's the consolidation, 25.5, 25.10 would be the target. The stop would be 64. So we would have something like around 10 pips stop to get 30. So 3 to 1. Yeah, I can try to take that risk. Trying to work closely when 1-to-1 inside this supply. Yeah, that's something I may. So there are gonna, yeah, still okay, we'll see. That's something I can try to work with. So that's the first long. So I need to place the stop. 9 pips. Okay, let's make it 10. We have a half right now. I want to see where we are going to get the 15 minutes close. And still 3.5 minutes. They may try to push a few more stops to the upside. If we are going to get on this 15-minute chart, if we are going to get the close higher, the best would be to close above 74, this 15-minute chart. I may add into. So right now I'm waiting, watching. Two and a half minutes. Two minutes to go. No rush to scale in. One and a half. That's what I've been afraid of. 1 minute left. So on the 15-minute chart, we not necessarily look good. So high, high, higher, high. This one is crucial right now, in my opinion. Five doesn't look good as well. Now better, now better. 10 seconds to go. Whoa, that's not bad. Let's get back to 15. Looks like did not add yet. So still with half size and 10 pip stop. Very, very, very tiny exposure here. To add, and because it's very aggressive, to add I need the close above the range, top of that range. on 1 minute chart. It would be better to get it on 5 to avoid this swing high over here. All right, guys, because we are running out of the time slowly, in case of this type of the close, but no higher than 77, no higher than 77, because if we are going to get such a this type of the close, I want to see the pullback, right? And my for the half, right, I'm going to cut something around 1 to 1, 1.5 to 1, leaving the original stop where it is for the remaining half and targeting 25.5, 25.10 from the intraday perspective. All right, so hopefully that's clear. I'm not adding right now, so half exposure, tiny exposure. We will see. So I will make an update during our next meeting. Guys, again, reminder, because the text of the Powell speech is gonna be released earlier, please, probably I'm going to reschedule our meeting, so something around 2 p.m. CT, 2:15 p.m. CT. That's where we are going to have another meeting today. All the best. Don't be trapped. Don't chase the market. Don't be front runner. Enjoy London session. See you around.